newspapers.
When Rupert Murdoch became editor of a small newspaper in Australia as a young man, few would have imagined how far and wide his influence would extend in the decades that followed. A media empire that would eventually span the world, including television networks, a publishing house, and a major Hollywood movie studio. Observers say that at the helm of that empire, Murdoch achieved the ability to change the course of history, an influence he did not shy away from using.
I'm not hiding behind an editor and saying, no, I had nothing to do with the policy or whatever. I do get involved in it, and I don't make a secret of it.
In his native Australia, Murdoch's News Corps now controls about 2/3 of the country's print media and some of the nation's most popular websites, along with the TV channel Sky News. And he's used that influence to target politicians he's disagreed with. And in 2014, his outlets led a successful effort to repeal the country's carbon tax. When he expanded his empire to the UK, taking over the British newspapers The Sun and The Times, he also promoted conservative and nationalist causes. Most recently, The Sun pushed Brexit, helping to drive the country out of the European Union. But in 2011, Murdoch's empire came under scrutiny when his British newspapers faced accusations of hacking the phones of politicians, celebrities, and even the royal family. The case ended in millions of dollars in settlements for the victims, led to the closure of his News of the World, and it brought Murdoch and his son James before the British Parliament.
I would just like to say one sentence. This is the most humble day of my life.
Okay, thank you.
Murdoch used the same approach of championing conservative causes in the U.S. As head of the New York Post, Ronald Reagan's campaign credited Murdoch with delivering the Republican candidate a victory in New York in the 1980 election. Reagan's White House would push deregulation, paving the way for Murdoch's empire to expand. Decades later, Fox News would become a sort of kingmaker in Republican politics. The network giving Donald Trump an unprecedented platform, helping him win the White House in 2016. In the wake of his election loss, 4 years later, the network would repeat Trump's lies about a rigged vote and faulty voting machines, and would end in Fox News ordered to pay a settlement of $787 million to Dominion Voting Systems, the largest publicly known payout struck by an American media company.